This feels momentous. It's weird.
Good morning. It's today's the 27th, which means I've got 2 days left until I fly back to the States to see my family before I think my life goes crazy here and I wouldn't make it back if I tried. So I figured I would document what the experience was like, because I was a little bit nervous going into this. There are things about it that are a little bit complicated. For one, I have to fill out this form declaring why I'm leaving the country, in English too. So that's kind of handy. So I've got that, which I will have to present at the airport. And right now, I have to go get a PCR test, which is going to be the first PCR test I've had this entire time. I have not had a single test this entire pandemic. I've managed to stay safe. I've only had, I think, one time where I isolated because a friend of a friend had, run into somebody with COVID, and I had spent time with a friend who had spent time with that friend of a friend, and you get how that goes. Otherwise, I've been able to dodge any reasonable need to go get a test. And I was kind of thinking that I would avoid it because everybody described it as like having your brain scratched. That I'm not looking forward to. But what kind of COVID experience would this have been had it not been capped with a little bit of a nose pokage? The nice thing is that at the end of this, hopefully I should be getting vaccinated, which hopefully will mean that I don't need to get another PCR test after that. Like, I can just show my vaccination card. I don't actually know. For coming back to France, I might have to just get that PCR test just to be safe on the way back. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask around about that. I'll let you know what I find out. In the meantime, let's go get our brain scratched and then maybe grab a coffee and waffle on the way out of town. And then get out of town.
Time for some complications. Complication one. Of course, when I tried to book this test online, the website had a reCAPTCHA thing to fill out that just vanished. So I couldn't do the appointment online. I had to actually physically come downtown to make this appointment in person yesterday, which is great. And complication number two, there's prefecture action. The lab's just over here. Obviously, getting a test done is a requirement to set foot on the plane in the first place and to head to the States. No mandatory quarantine on the other side, which is handy. And the plan is to get a shot basically as soon as I hit the ground. But until then, gotta make sure I don't have the COVID. That would be a massive disappointment, wouldn't it? Like right before leaving, discovering that I have it. Ooh, what a hit that would be. The reason I chose this lab on the corner here, which we'll be able to see shortly, behind these piles of boxes, is because Jess has actually gone to a few of them as she's been traveling. She said these guys were the best in their results. Instead of like making you jump through hoops on a website with a code, stuff like that to get it, they just text you with like a link to the PDF as well as email you the PDF. Not exactly sure. We're gonna find out, but hopefully it's nice and easy, minus the brain scratching part.
Ils vont venir chatouiller le fond du dos.
Oui, ok.
Je vais juste entrer, ça dure 2 secondes de tousser ou de éternuer. Et vous pouvez poser votre tête, attendez, hop, comme ça, inspirez bien, et c'est parti. Voilà. Ça va?
Ouais.
Alors?
Ouais. Pas plaisant, mais quand même.
Non, c'est pas très agréable. Inspirez bien. Voilà, super. C'est fini, chef.
Ooh. Tickles.
Alors?
Ouais, mais ça n'a pas touché le cerveau, donc je suis content.
Non, j'ai pas gratté aujourd'hui.
I'm all teary-eyed after that. Oh, that tickled. That was a weird experience. She said it was rare that anybody hasn't had it done yet, so she took the time to explain what was going to happen. Oy, oy. How to describe that sensation for posterity? It tickled. That was a weird feeling. I don't know how to describe that. I could feel the pressure of it inside my nose. It felt kind of warm and slippery and mildly burny, tingly, and certainly unpleasant all at once. I don't know. Would I do it again? Sure, if I had to. I might have to. Thankfully, they're free here in France. I literally did not pay anything. I gave them my carte vitale to, you know, give them my identity, I guess. Show that I was in the system in and out. That was actually really easy. It just, the wait was the longest part. I probably waited for like 20 minutes and it's done. So now we wait for the results. Speaking of waiting for results, that's the second element of complications. Of course, yesterday, the prefecture sent me they sent me a text, which is how it's supposed to be done, saying, hey, your card is ready. Here's the tax you need to pay. But instead of giving me a rendezvous or telling me I could come in, they said, go to this link and set up an appointment, which is the exact same nightmare that I've been stuck in for the last month or two. So I went, sent a message, and then of course the automated response is like, our average response time is 1 week. So I'm gonna get a message from them saying, hey, come in tomorrow when I'm in America, which is exactly what I was hoping wouldn't happen, but I'll figure it out. It'd be so nice to get that paperwork before I left so that I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, any delays or extending my trip to the States, but it is not to be, apparently. So we'll see. Maybe I get it today or tomorrow. I don't know, but probably not. So, all right, day 2. I just got my COVID test back. It is negative. I do not have COVID. That I actually feel so excited. Oh man. And I also yesterday, partially I feel excited because last night, right before bed, called the clinic again, the one that I called the day before, who was like, well, call us back because we don't have Johnson & Johnson unfrozen yet officially. They officially unfroze it. I signed up for a rendezvous and I have myself a appointment at a clinic in Spokane to get my COVID vaccine on April 30th, which is really exciting. Like, it's crazy how much is happening so quickly. Also just spent the day working with Jess, getting her up to speed and ready to roll without me for a couple weeks. Feel like we're hitting our stride. That feels great. There's so much exciting stuff happening, so much good stuff going on. I can't complain. But now I gotta pack, and it's the first time I've packed for a flight in like 14 months. So I mean, I don't think it's a lost skill or anything, but I just gotta make sure to remember to bring a couple of very special items.
Two very important items to bring with me for fun. But I just realized, well, I haven't packed for a while. My suitcase and my everything's down in storage, like in the garage. We should probably go get that. The hope is, I don't actually know if my carry-on is in here. Voila! It's a bag within a bag. This bag for a really, really long time. Those of you, random plug, but those of you that have read Sea of the Unknown, my book about how I got to Paris, will know that I was a consultant for a few years on electronic medical records. Oh, snooze, I know. But this bag was the first bag that I bought when I came back from living in West Africa for a few years. I got it for my very first contract to make sure that I had everything with me for the 2 weeks that I was in, I think it was Greenwood, South Carolina. And it has held up. You can see it's a little bit like worn thin. We've got a little bit of wire coming through here, but it's an old Samsonite suitcase that has traveled probably, I would guess, close to 300,000 miles at this point. Probably pretty close to that. And it's held up very well. One of these trips will be its last trip, I know, but the casters still roll. The handle still holds up. Everything is good. This is not a paid promotion or anything, but I will say that I'm gonna replace it with another one as similar to it as possible, probably just because holy sturdy Batman. Also, you know, straight up Batman Black, so that reference works. Anyways, there's one last thing we have to do before we leave. I'm very excited to see my family. I cannot wait. I got them some snacks. I went to Marks and Spencer. I accidentally missed my metro stop and just stayed on it until I got off at a Marks and Spencer and bought some cheesy poofs to share with my family. Because, you know, why not bring snacks back if I'm going to be taking snacks with me? But what we have to figure out before I go is what to do with these guys. Hold on. With these guys. With these guys. Right in the eye. Ugh. So, my plant life here, I've got up a little bit higher to get as much sunlight as possible. You can see they are taking full advantage. They're just springing right back towards the sun. Poojan's been kind enough to, not necessarily volunteer, but to accept my request for plant babysitting. So we're gonna take that over to his place here in a minute and make sure that these guys stay nice and well watered over the course of my disappearance. But Gilly is just gonna get one more bath here and she can last a solid, little dusty there, Gilly. She can last a solid 2 weeks without any attention. She'll probably enjoy the solitude, to be totally honest. So I'm gonna go put her in the water right now. As for these guys, I think this one's a dud. So I decided that I should probably buy a few of these just in case I get asked at the airport to wear one. Random side story, I gotta share it with somebody. A medical mask, right? Medical mask, jetable. In this instance means disposable, but it comes from the verb jeter, which is to throw. I dropped it on accident when I was getting my stuff out of my cart and putting it on the conveyor belt. And so I told the lady, mais en fait c'est dit jetable et j'ai voulu le tester avant que je l'ai acheté. Something like that, which I thought was a funny pun. She didn't laugh. I'm not taking all those cheesy poofs for my family, don't worry. I definitely will consume some with Poojan and I'm sure some on my own. But I'm bringing some back as testers because who doesn't want to enjoy the Marks and Spencer cheesy poof experience? It's worth it. So let's take these plants to Poojan's place, give them a taste of their new home. Some of those little herbs in my herb garden are pathetic. Some of them never sprouted. I think they needed more sunlight than they got at the beginning. But you know, might as well give them a fighting chance. And if nothing else, the bigger, hardier plants are the ones that I'm most attached to anyway. So that's okay. I mean, I was gonna eat the herbs, right? In the beginning, how attached can you be? Let's go.
Of course, it started raining as soon as it. Plant life. Plant
Yes.
sitter.
Plant master.
Hopefully, yeah, you know, they'll be fine.
All right, how much sun does each, like,
They,
how
they
much
like,
water? How much
they love
water?
sun. Here, I'll show you. It's a bag within a bag still. Basically, I just want to pack light. That way I can bring snacks back. Now to just hope there are no problems at the airport. The reason I say that is because American Airlines sent me an email late last night saying, please contact us about your reservation. I didn't see it until I was going to bed. So at like 11:30 or something, after, getting ready to go, I sat on the phone for about 10 minutes before trying a different phone number where they told me the wait was going to be 3 hours. So I went to bed. So hopefully it was nothing serious. Okay. All right. Well, and then the plumber called. So basically, the plumber, he who happens to only apparently be in Paris today, he doesn't live in Paris, says he'll be here in 10 minutes to come check out the pipe for the building association because they finally got around to letting me know that they do think, apparently they do agree that they're responsible for that. I don't know. We're going to find out. So the guy's coming to check it out this morning. I was going to tell him, don't come until, I come back. It's a good thing that I got an early start this morning. But it looks like I'm not going to be any earlier to the airport than I ever am. And that, in the age of COVID, I'm sure we'll go fine. I'm sure it's going to be great. Thankfully, that was really fast. He actually got here as quickly as he said he would. So, and apparently, he agrees. It's the building's thing to deal with. So we finally found somebody responsible. There's a whole long story behind that too. I gotta go. Bonjour. C'est porté. Voilà. Merci, monsieur. Oui, c'est bien. Merci. Oh, God, it's so heavy. Oh, man. Woo. Merci. C'est bon, bonne journée? Ou bonne nuit, enfin. Merci, au revoir. This feels momentous. Like I'm simultaneously super excited to be here and mildly nervous to be here. Looks like they've got a COVID check ahead or something. I don't know. I'll let you know what it's like on the other side. Nope, just the guy checking tickets, or if you had a ticket. Let's go drop off this bag. Okay, well, La Durée is open. If you need macaroons, pharmacy is open. If you need to buy masks, whoa, even Ecky's open. Okay, there's a little bit more open than I was told that it was just La Durée that was open, but there are a couple of options. I brought snacks just in case, and I'm glad I did. I've got an apple, some cheesy poofs. I'm ready. So weird. Besoin de mon passeport, j'espère. Je crois. Well, they were lovely. I had to fill out one form for Americans saying I didn't have COVID, and another one for the immigration because apparently that one wasn't included online. We'll go through immigration, hopefully, have no problems with security or anything, and we're away. Oh yeah, that's all right. Connor here. Just was standing with Connor in line, telling me his story about how he's flying all the way to the UK right now to propose.
Hey, this red boy. Hey, wait a minute. All right, this redneck boy right here is about to get him some proper English loving in a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what I'm about to get into, but you know, I've heard that marriage is a lot like the terms and conditions on a contract. You don't read nothing. You just accept and sign.
Accept and sign.
So
it's good advice.
We're going to get into it.
He's got the ring and everything. Connor, good luck.
I appreciate you.
I wish you nothing but luck.
Yes. Good luck to you. My many qualities, efficiency ain't one of them.
You got it.
What time is it?
They didn't even take the engagement ring.
Oh, Lord. Okay, there we go.
You got it. You got it. All right, buddy.
All right.
Good luck to you.
You'll see me on YouTube.
I'll see ya.
Yeah.
You'll see ya. Go get her. You go get her. That's great. I had to wait with his bag. Of course, they're boarding. The flight is already boarding. They took his stuff. They kicked it over to the side because he forgot to take the hand sanitizer out. And he had to wait for way too long. Good luck, Connor. You got this. All right, speaking of getting it, I need to go. I need to get on my own flight. That was easy. They didn't ask for any of the paperwork. I had to fill out all that paperwork. Swear that I had a good reason to go. Swear that I didn't have COVID, all that. The cops didn't check anything. They didn't even ask me why I was in France. They just looked at my passport, stamped me out. That was it. Shockingly easy. Doesn't this feel like a big deal? Feels like a big deal. I'm so excited to go see my family. I'm really genuinely, I'm only getting more excited. I'm sure I'll pass out in about 12 hours, but I'm really, really excited. This is a good time to say thanks to my patron producer of the day, Mark Lesher. Thanks for sending me to the States to see my family, and I appreciate it. Thanks to all my patrons for making this possible. As always, you're the best. Anyway, I've not been on a plane. I've not been outside. I barely left Paris for the last 14 months. This is crazy. Excusez-moi.
Oh, you're good.
I wish. Hi.
What's your seat today?
30A.
And we're going to move you to the next cabin.
Okay.
There's you right there.
Yep.
Oh, hang on. You're going to be moved up into this cabin. You can pick any seat you like.
Anything on the
You want a window?
window would be great, yeah.
Okay, let's put you in 16A.
Sounds great.
And you'll go down here. You'll have that whole row. Nobody's in front of you or back
So
of
great.
you.
Thank you
There
so much.
go.
How many people are on the flight today, do you know?
Like 15.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Holy cow. Thank you. Did you hear that? There are only 15 people on this flight today. I'm still not going to get to sit in business, but I get this whole row to myself, so that's great. Here we are. Our home for the next 10 and a half hours. 16A. Whoa, careful.
Perfect day. 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 Perfect day.
I have so many mixed emotions right now. And lunch, like immediately. I could get used to flying private. This isn't so bad.
Perfect day. 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 Perfect day.
It has been a long time since I've done a airplane bathroom monologue of any kind. I was just gonna say, like, it is such a strange. I mean, it feels very like a dream in some ways. The plane is empty. The flight attendants are lovely, very nice. It's just weird, isn't it? Like, I've spent over a year in Paris. I haven't left beyond like one 4-day trip to the south, and otherwise, like, I haven't left the city. I haven't been on an airplane in forever, which is a big part of my life for a long time. This all feels very surreal, but I'm really excited to see my family. I actually feel really safe. Everything felt really clean. And when you think about how everybody's had to have a COVID test just to get in here, and the flight attendant said they've all been vaccinated. So I feel strangely safe and comfortable and fortunate and very lucky, very grateful. I just can't wait to, I just don't have words right now, but I'm looking forward to this. Really looking forward to this. Anyways, this has been the first bathroom monologue of 2021. I don't even know if I did any of these in 2020. I probably didn't. Hopefully we get to do more of these. Well, it's not going to be much of a wait to get my luggage, at least. Well, this part. We'll see how the carousel part goes. Oh, it's such a weird experience. I'm trying to enjoy flying private while it lasts. Thank you very much. Thank you. So familiar and so foreign all at once. I'm really excited. I definitely, all that turbulence at the end, it lasted for like, I think 40 minutes. We had to circle around because of the rain, but in the end, all good. Now I just hope I pass through customs just fine, and away we go. Guessing this is not from our flight.
We're missing the big one. Sorry.
They just sent us to the wrong one and didn't update that information. We've been standing there for a long time, but that's okay. I still have time to make my flight, just not enough time to stop and get nachos. Forgot I had to go back out of security, and this line is kind of insane. I'm gonna look at the time code to see how long that took, but it was a while. I gotta catch my flight. I was gonna stop and get myself a little Mexican food at my usual cantina, but I literally just walked past it. No can do.
Over the city in an airplane, I can see everything below. Over the city in an airplane.
There was literally, I forgot that Terminal C and Terminal D were on exact opposite sides of the entire airport. I also forgot how humid Texas is. Alright, my plane is already boarding, so there we go. That's a new addition. Well, now I'm hungry. Yeah, actually, now I am really hungry. They changed the gate without updating the app, so nice long walk after the Sky Bridge, or Sky Tram. I'm starting to lag. Whew. Anyways, assuming I don't miss my flight, which I don't think I will, because they only started boarding like 10 minutes ago. Well, it just jumped straight to the whole, seeing my dad for the first time in forever part, because that's what I'm most excited about. I'm giving you this one.
Yep. Go on.
Thank you very much. That was the final call. The nice part about being the last one on the plane, which I didn't mean to step back into that, but that is like my MO when I'm traveling, is you don't have to wait. Best part. Spoke too soon. Anyways, up, down, and let's go.
I can see everything below.
Surprise!
Yeah!
Hi.
Hey! You have any luggage?
Yeah. Let me put that there. Well, the luggage, I gotta go get it.
Oh, okay.
I just saw you out here.
Oh, cool. Okay.
All right, I'll go get my luggage.
Okay, so it's right down there.
All right.
Oh, I was gonna jump out and yell and scream.
You can do that still if you want.
Oh, I just sent you a text.
Perfect. I was like, that looks like Dad's fancy new car.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go get my luggage.
Okay, I'll
Yep.
drive down there.
Okay, sounds good. I should have taken this off on camera. Just peeled it off my face. That was how many hours of wearing a mask?
You're close here.
16 or 17 hours.
at least.
My breath does not smell good at this point. I think we can sign off for tomorrow, but I'm happy to be with my dad.
Yeah, for sure.
You've got way more energy than I have at this point. I'm like battling a migraine, basically. Good morning.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Nice. Thank you.
Yes. Had to be done. Take these back and eat them on the balcony. Jeff, eat your heart out. Also, oh yeah, I can take this off in here probably. T minus what, 90 minutes and then I get my shot? Lunch and then vaccinate me. It's time. I'm actually really excited about this, mostly a little jet lagged. Slept okay. Who cares? Let's go get a shot. I am really excited. This all feels so surreal and it feels like so many things are coming to a close so suddenly. not that this is a finished close. I mean, I gotta wait a couple weeks for it to be, you know, to be fully immunized, and who knows what comes after this. And I'm not saying that it's the end of the road. There's a lot still to come, but it also feels like a momentous, like a landmark on the road that we've been on for a long time, and one that's been out over the horizon, invisible for a long time, and then delayed. It just feels like a really big step forward, I think. And I've already felt kind of relieved knowing that the shot was scheduled, that it was, you know, going to happen. But yeah, excited. Here we go. If you don't take a selfie, did you get vaccinated? I mean, yeah. Oh,
Yep.
That's cool.
In the middle of the wheat field.
That's really cool. Fancy. I have, that's me. The table or?
You can either sit on the table or there.
I'm doing the table. I feel like I gotta get the full experience here.
Right.
I don't know if it's something you've done before. Would you mind filling out the line on my yellow fever card too?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
That'd be awesome.
That's not a problem.
Going through immigration, I was like, oh, I should get that done.
Yeah. So you just want me to add it right down here?
Yes, please. All right, here we go.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
sore immediately.
Yeah, it can be a little sore for everybody.
Punch in the arm.
Everybody takes it a little different. Though.
Hey, it's great though. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did I get ducks? I got Daffy Duck.
I think so.
Perfect. That's all I ever wanted. Thank you so much.
No problem.
All right. And done. 15 minutes in. I'm still alive. I'm free to go. Go get some ibuprofen as quickly as possible.
Girls the world.
There we go. Done and done. It was crazy how easy that was. I just like literally gave my ID, signed a document, walked in, she gave me the shot, and that was the end of it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and nurse whatever side effects come afterwards, and it's time to just enjoy some time with the family. Thanks for driving, Dad.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching. See you bright and early again one of these mornings sometime soon. I'm only gonna do a couple of videos while I'm here, but I'm definitely looking forward to capturing some family moments to share with you. I hope you'll enjoy those, and see you bright and early one of these mornings sometime soon for that. Adios.